Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome, Miroslav. You're first. Yes, you are. Happy to have you. So I wanted to take a look at the roads because I've been fixing the roads this morning. As you can see here, not sure why that one's not connecting. But whatever. The roads are working now. Mostly. I think what I need to do is I need to say that, like, for these like the ramps, I think I need to do some special case there where only the outermost lane can connect with the outermost part of the ramp. But other than that, I think in general the connections made are pretty good. Young Calorie God, yeah. There you are. But yeah, I don't know. There's some weird issues here where these aren't making connections. Not sure what that is about. But I mean, you can see here that it makes like a perfectly fine connection, but then for whatever reason it doesn't here, and yeah. I don't imagine that it has anything to do with like the straight angle connection. No, okay, yeah, there's probably some other issue here. But yeah, basically what I had to do to make this shit work is basically I had to implement single lane roads. So the way that the road system worked before was that you had every road was 2-lane, and every 2-lane road had a was bi-directional. So one lane went one way and the other one went the other way. Intersections also were always 2-lane, so that afforded me the ability to basically assume that, you know, what goes in must come out the other side, essentially, in reasonable ways. But that all changed the moment I added the single lane roads. So now you have like single lanes coming into, of course, single lanes, they only represent one lane. They're one way, so you can't have two cars going two different ways on the same road. And it changes the dynamic of intersections. So I made a general purpose solution where I'm using, basically I'm calculating what is the centroid of this intersection. So I'm taking like the average, and then I'm looking at the dot product. So basically like this direction here of the road that's connected. The road itself, or the lane that's connected, will have a direction. And from that direction of the connected lane, we can say, depending on the direction of the lane relative to the center of the intersection, we can say, is this ingoing or outgoing? So incoming or outgoing. So in this sense here, the centroid would be somewhere here. That's the average of all the connections. And we're seeing, hey, is this pointing towards the connection or away from the center? If it's pointing away, then it's outgoing. If it's pointing towards it, then it's incoming. And then we connect all incoming with all outgoing. It's simple as that. Incoming is always allowed to go to the outgoing. And that general purpose solution works for these sort of intersections, these ones, which is, I think actually this one is a special case one I made, which is, looks horrific because I haven't done the texturing. But basically it's a 2-2-1. So one way connects to the outgoing, incoming connects to outgoing. And yeah, pretty smooth. Very general purpose, works great. Here I did some zigzagging, like basically zipping up the roads diagonally, which allows for lane change should need be. This of course doesn't really work here because these are just straight connections. I don't know, I don't think I have to have people being able to pass here. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I also had, there are some movement penalties for changing lanes, so AI will prefer to not change lanes. I still haven't done the penalties for these, so AI will occasionally change lanes here and then continue driving straight, so they don't prioritize the rightmost lane all the time. Maybe that's a good heuristic to use for traffic, saying that the rightmost lane is the cheapest. I just have to make sure that they don't pop off into the, you know, they're like, oh, rightmost lane is the cheapest, well then I'm gonna head over here. Oh, I'm here, I don't need to change the lane, I don't want to go off here, so whoop, I go back up. Like that's kind of stupid. Yeah, anyway, cars drive completely fine, so that's nice. And yeah, I added this little village town out here just for like testing. I guess it would make sense to have some AI walking around here too. But yeah, this is just some standard asset from the road package. I just plucked that down. Okay, but yeah, I think we should just see, because I couldn't get into the cars, which was weird to me, not being able to go into the cars. Life is a highway and I want to ride it all night long. Cars 1. The quote attributed to Lightning McQueen. Life is a highway. I want to ride it all night long. Good chow. Yeah, also, in other news, my Wi-Fi has been, like, you know, screwed up since I moved into this new apartment. And I did, like, speed test. I was like, you know, okay, some weird thing with probably the fiber or, like, whatever. Turns out, you know, I was an idiot and didn't replace the Ethernet cable I had. So I was getting, like, 80 megabit per second when I should have been getting 990. I was getting, like, 10% of what I should have been getting. Do I like coding? Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. I used to be a bit more, you know, like, oh, I don't really like coding. but I don't know. I've grown to like it a lot more. Okay, why am I not allowed to get into this car? Mm, 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 mm. Let's see here. Edit script. Interact. Okay, I mean, it's not even interacting. Penguin controller. Okay, so are we calling interact? No, we're not even calling interact. Are we calling interact there? Yeah, we are. It's just the car. Let's see, vehicle entity. Tunisian hat? How does the Tunisian hat look? Oh, a fess? There already is a fess. Like, you're talking about this one, right? Because that's pretty much similar. It's not for console, no, but... yeah, it's all false. No buts, huh? Wait, it's true there. Any updates coming out? Yeah, I mean, this entire game is like essentially an update. Wait, I don't get it. Yeah, this one has found player. Range. Would you be a game developer? I am a game developer. It's not this one doing it, right? Dude, that's weird. Do I need to like recompile or something? Hey, what's up? Nightingale. How are you doing? The fuck? The object of type vehicle entity. Yeah, it's coming along nicely. I don't know exactly what's happening here, though. I'm good, I'm good. Strange. I'm just gonna try to recompile it. Chicken wing, chicken wing. Wait, but how do you speedrun FL Studio? What's the idea? Just need to check here. I don't know what, like... Yeah, like, obviously Unity is using... How much RAM is it using, though? To me, it feels like whatever bug was supposed to be fixed. I don't know if... Okay, I mean, it's profiling. We don't need to freaking profile. That's also something annoying with the profiler, is that it starts running in the background. Does it compile while it's running? Yeah, because I mean, it's using disk, which means it's writing to disk. Not optimal. Yeah, I wish I could optimize that a bit more. I'll have to look into that after stream, I guess. We'll see. What errors? Yeah. Okay. Like here, the object of type vehicle entity has been destroyed, but you're still trying to access it, which is very strange. Because, yo, what the fuck? It's running in parallel? Are there like two vehicle entity components, or like two inheritors of vehicle entity on the... Public static local vehicle? Yeah, I mean that... Two exposing APIs. Right? We're not doing any add component stuff. What vehicle entity are we getting from this? Vehicle entity. I mean, it's saying that the object of type vehicle entity has been destroyed. Like when we're trying to interact. Because we do this GameObject.name and it runs twice. Maybe it's the interaction manager. Are there more of those? Interaction manager. There's only the one. Are we adding something twice? That self-interactable. I don't know, if this equals no, then return false. What the fuck? You changed the character? It's so hot. Yeah, dude, you got it. Hey. Thank you. That's weird. Like if I say if this is null, then return false. But then here. Okay, yeah, I mean now it's saying, hey, you can't do that. Sound's not working? I mean, I heard it, so. Is anyone else not hearing? No, I mean, my mic is attached. This game for a while. Text-to-speech isn't working. Let me see.
Uncle Arigud said, "Life is a highway, and I want to ride it all night long with all my nice little penguin friends."
What do you mean? You guys can't hear that?
Uncle Arigud said, "Ka-chow."
Okay, I'm absolutely baffled by what is going on here. I think maybe we need to catch exception for the entire thing. Base reveal at 20k? Yeah, that's the idea. Wait, what did I screw up now? Missing parentheses or something? Try catch. Use Copilot. Fuck Copilot. Fuck Copilot.
Britterball said, "We can hear that."
Britterball said, "Gritty goose, gritty goose, gritty goose."
Oh, okay, I see it. There we go. If you want to do TTS, you have to use Copilot and AI. I manually trigger all the TTS. They don't play automatically. Like the interactable is the interface, but how do we know if the object is... can you tell me this? What's the difference between an array and a linked list? You don't know. Oh man. Linux? No, fuck Linux. Just kidding, I'm using Linux on my server, my Minecraft server. Like, what the fuck is happening? Okay, I mean, something changed, but I just don't know what. Right. If GameObject.name. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Yeah, return false. Okay, so it's not doing anything on this. Just restart and see what happens. I don't know what... Like, how is the interface losing reference to which vehicle entity it corresponds to? Okay, I mean, it's running there. It ran there. But of course, it only runs once because you get like the exception where it gets removed. Add self to manager this. Pending assignments. Like, it could be that it's running out of order, and let's see here, vehicle entity, that self interactable happens in start. It happens in start, but for whatever reason, maybe we should have it in spawned instead. We'll just vote restart and see. It doesn't make sense that, like, why would the reference be updated between start and spawn? Would start even run before spawn? I don't know. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if there was, you know, because it's running... But I mean, then doing get component. Okay, is player interactable? Here we can do also here if GTA, yeah. Which one of your games should I buy? I would say Penguin Heist, but The Walking Fish 2 is free. And it's going a little bit viral at the moment. But I don't know. I also would say... The thing is, when you work on something, when you've been working on something for a while, you always, you know, you love the most what you're working on at the moment. And for me, I'm almost leaning towards saying, hey, don't buy anything I've made. Wait until Penguin Springs is out. Or wait at least until the new Penguin Heist update is out. Interface loses component ref Unity. Right, but I'm not destroying the vehicle entity, am I? Is there any... Are they all getting destroyed on start? I don't think so, because they're all... You now own a copy of Penguinized. Based. Like, am I doing some destroy this? At some point, the reference of the interface changes. Okay, that's the weird part. And I think that only goes for vehicles. Because I think I can still enter houses, which rely on the same interface. Yes, I can. Of course, there's fucking fog down here, but, you know. Can I enter this one? No, so it's only the vehicle. I can push this button, which also relies on the interaction interface. So there's some part about the vehicle entity that ends up losing its reference. What? Like, how? Did I change anything? I did create it myself, yes. Because, I mean, it can identify the game object. I mean, here we're doing get component on the game object, and then we'll debug log the game object itself. So when we click on this, it should be pointing to that specific reference. There, we click it, it points to, let's check in the world, this one, right? And for this one, I mean, it wouldn't show the text. It says true now. Well, it said true once. Dude, that's weird. What if I do this? This equals... you can't reassign this. Oh man. You can't like what the fuck, dude? So I'm using, for the terrain, I'm using Microverse, which handles terrain through like stamps. So I just plop down some stamps, they carve out the terrain, and then I use procedural texturing. So I look at like the height and the normals and the slopes to see whether or not it should get textured. But I mean, this is just a testing level, so it looks like garbage. City looks fine, I guess. And then I'm using a spline-based road system to generate the roads, and then from those splines, I'm generating traffic data. So you have like, I'm using the spline here to identify what the center of the road is, and then I offset, left and right, different traffic directions, and then for intersections, I'll look up incoming and outgoing traffic and connect those with splines as well, and yada yada yada. Good fun. I'm not destroying the like set self interactable will only be called on objects that exist in the first place. And it adds itself to the manager, but then somewhere along the line, the reference is lost. Add self to manager loses that reference. Is it something with the cast? Dude. So it's not that I have to re-import the prefabs, right? Like, this hardly feels like an error on my part. I don't even know if I changed anything. And it's just the cars. I don't know. I'm going to re-import the prefabs for the cars. This does not feel like an error on my part. At no point am I calling destroy on any of these vehicles. And the component exists on the vehicle themselves, and they're still active. But it's just that the interface itself doesn't have the reference to the component for whatever reason. Absolutely obscure. to be a beginner and get these kinds of errors. Ooh.
Britterball said, I'm not on the blacklist anymore.
Maybe I should put you back. Okay, well, we'll just do this then. This should work. Nope. Oh, okay. Still not working. Oh, wait. Not is seated. Mm-hmm. I guess maybe we got an error, so... Because it is aware of the game object, it's just not aware of the reference to this, to the object. Yeah, see, it interacts now. It calls the lol. And calls it many times, in fact. So we're actually interacting with it. But the interaction is not being sent. What gives? Like, is it not being, like it's networked, isn't it? Is simulated? Yes. Okay. And the vehicle entity? So does this one get called? Oh yeah, I don't. Username changes on sites. They wait, it's not sending too many RPCs, is it? As I'm already debugging in the if statement, but I don't know. There's something. I'm not solving the root cause, which is what bugs me. Like this interactable here is from the player interactables, and player interactables are assigned here, which is a new list, but they get assigned through the interaction manager, the interaction utility, which has a queue of pending assignments, and the pending assignments are on queued by calling add self to manager, and add self to manager is called on the vehicle entity. Right here, but for some reason that add self to manager like set self interactable gets called, and like the interface is added. We are referencing the interface, but maybe we shouldn't be adding the interface in the first place. Maybe we should just be adding a component. Maybe this should be casting to interface. Like if I say component here, and this is a queue of components, would this maintain a better Interactable equals here, and then we cast it to an interactable because it implements the interactable interface. Maybe that will maintain the reference. I'm unsure of it, but it could also be that all this casting will slow down performance a bit. But if this works, that's at least an indication I did something right. We can work from there. Maybe we can like cache the cast later on or something. Because whatever reference the interface has is seemingly corrupted. Hey guys, apparently Google is locking Android. So every single app has to come from a verified developer. No more anonymous sideloads. Okay. Let's see. God damn it. Okay. Not working still. Debug.log name. Just see here that the reference, if this gives a null reference. Okay, I mean the reference seems to be intact though, compared to earlier. So that's interesting. We can do this now if name equals oh, okay, wait. Yeah. So this is It's true. But why? What? But it's true. Maybe there's something wrong with the code. That's a profound insight. Profound insight. Yeah, see, it reaches all the way. So, RPC enter vehicle has evacuated, debug.log has evacuated. Have these vehicles exploded on startup? Thank you, Kagon P. Because, I mean, I hear explosions at the start. Because if that's the case, then we just need to block them from blowing themselves up on start. It just runs once and then... Huh? Okay. Why is your voice so weak? Come on, cheer up, man. Fuck you, Kagon P. Fuck you. I'll beat you up. Meet me outside. Gloves off. What's the game about? It's Penguin GTA. But right now I'm just trying to fix this fucking car issue. Storylines, it's sandbox. It's like a life simulator. I made a story game and I had fun doing it, but it's too much work. It's simply put not worth it. It's not related to the hot reload, is it? I'm just gonna pause hot reload. So this game is it's essentially a life simulator, okay? So the point of the game is that you arrive in the city known as, no, not at all like Amazing Frog. So the point of the game is that you arrive to Penguin Springs with essentially a contract to an apartment, a rental contract. And all you know is that you need to make enough money to pay next month's rent. And that's it, right? From there on out, you get to carve your own path in the city, and you get basically one of two ways. Do you turn to a life of crime to make your money? Do you like steal? Do you rob? Do you like make and sell drugs? Or do you remain a good-hearted citizen and get a real job, work a career, and earn your money that way? And then not only that, it's also multiplayer, and you sort of exist like there, you know, I spawn in now, you know, of course this is a super early version, but point being, I spawn into my apartment there. And my apartment, I've bought these furniture for my apartment. It looks freaking hideous, but, you know, that's not the point. This is my apartment. And you live in the city. You have your own apartment in the city. You can work jobs in the city. You can become a freaking taxi driver. You can become a restaurateur. You can become a delivery driver. You can work as a fisher gwyn. List goes on. So it's a full-fledged life simulator. So while other games, other indie GTA games, I would say they don't strive for a level of complexity that this game presents. They don't strive for a level of immersion that this game presents. What those games try to do is they try to be like Goat Simulator, basically. Those games are glorified goat simulators where the fun comes from goofing around in the world. What I want to do with this game is make an immersive world that's actually worth spending time in and getting immersed in, and a world that you actually feel like you belong to. It's not just about silly chaos. It's actually about these moment-to-moment, you know, simulations, right? Like the NPCs are going to have their own routines, their own schedules that they adhere to. You know, every single NPC is living their own life that you can follow around. There are companies that can be run by players or run by NPCs. There are vehicles to drive around, ownership of vehicles. There's, you know, there's an in-depth crime system and all these different, you know, modular systems that interact with each other. Like Goat Simulator is not doing any sort of simulation. Yeah, you can beat them up. Goat Simulator is not doing any simulation. Amazing Frog is not doing any simulation. It's just like goofing off in a sandbox, right? This game is much more a simulation, but it fronts itself as a goofy sandbox, but it's much more than that. Okay, so it's not related to Hot Reload. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a penguin world, so they all, you know, they don't speak in that sense. And that's, you know, if you're looking at like GTA, the upper hand a company like Rockstar has, being AAA, is that if they want NPCs to have like conversation with each other, they can just hire, they can just outsource that to someone with their $1 billion budget and just have them do it. We can't do that. Don't have that kind of money. Don't have that kind of time to have like an in-depth, interesting conversation system with NPCs like that. That's just out of our scope. But what we can do is we can have like interesting jobs, interesting simulations, and be sort of offbeat humor-wise in ways that other games generally wouldn't be. Well, the job interview system is not like a job interview. I don't think I look at it from the perspective of simulation up until the point where it ceases to be fun. You're not going to sit down in an interview room for a job interview. There's nothing fun about that. You could probably make it fun if you really wanted to, but well, you don't need funds to make a project. This is all made using freeware stuff. All of this, all the tools I'm using is free. Time and dedication. Okay, try to figure this out. Microverse is not free, but you don't need Microverse to make this game. But Microverse is very cheap. Like, Microverse... If you look at the complete Microverse package... yeah, $90 for the entire thing. Or you can get the ultimate bundle, which is $100. Like, it's ridiculously cheap for what you get. $100 for that is ridiculously cheap. Things are going well. Strange. I'm just working on cars. I tried creating a world earlier with math magic. It was very confusing since the tutorials are like too nested, Nado. Yeah, yeah. That's what your mom said to me last night. I thought I'd use Blender to create a very specific shape for an island. Yeah, no, I mean, you can use any... I don't think you should be using Blender to create terrain unless you have some very specific reason to do so. Try to use terrain tools built into whatever engine you're using. When it comes to like working with terrain, you really want to focus on like, because I mean any sort of game related thing you're doing is very how do you put this? It's very iterative, so you can't just, you know, assume you're going to get things right the first go around. And when you're working with terrain, you're working with massive geometry. So working with that in Blender sets yourself up for a world of pain. So I don't think that's a good idea unless you have a very specific reason to do so. Again, in general, just built-in Unity terrain tools or whatever engine's terrain tools will be just fine. Yeah, the issue is that you can't get into the cars. At some point, there's dropping of but it's not even interacting, is it then? I mean, this is all updating, so ba 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 ba. Wait, what the fuck? Now it's not even like calling the interactable. Debug.log. Is it even running there? Wait. The fuck? Okay. Like if I just debug break here. Okay, debug breaks there. This is my full-time job as indie. Okay, see? Yeah, so that breaks. Is it that we can't print stuff in? Okay, yeah, so here it just doesn't do anything. It's like the null interactable index. Oh, yeah, because that's a 4. Ah, okay. Yeah, we have it nested incorrectly, so I guess it doesn't. Or does it like erase the entire list? Wait. Catch, then we try and catch and then we break. So we don't continue past that point. And then we vote restart. And we'll try this out. No, that's weird though. Bust a nut. Yeah, so it's not even like running here at all. Is the player interactable count is like just nothing. Huh? Player interactable. Maybe just a private list? No, yeah, okay, let's just do private list and then public void. Could you can return by reference list component. Get player interactables. I think that might need to be reloaded. Just it could be that we changed it, to components and then that screwed it up somehow, but just be right back a second. All right, let's see here where the fuck are the get. Okay. Recompile. You know, it's always like that. Some days you just sit down, you get to work, start smoothly, and then you're like, ah, here's this little thing I gotta fix. Try to fix it, and then all of a sudden, no, it turns out you can't. Because for some ungodly reason, something changed, and then everything got screwed up. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Yeah, see, exception. So the reference was null there. Wait, so vehicle entity set self interactable. If I do this, we can go to update here, and then if input dot get key down key code dot just s or something, set self interactable. Okay, so this should have set the vehicle as interactable, and now when we interact, oh, I guess we have to. If input dot get key down eco dot s, we can debug dot log set self interactable. Okay, I mean, they get set self interactable. But like, is that vehicle? I mean, it's not like, why not input action? Because I don't use the. This is literally just debugging. I don't use the new Unity input system. Never touched it. Let's see here. Is this even running for this one? If name equals that. That log. Yeah. Is it bad? No, it's just I started using Unity back in like 2013. I just haven't touched it like ever. Yeah, it's like update isn't even running. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much for the subscription. I'm gonna just close the door because it's super windy. Be right back. Okay, I'm starting to become more confused now because like this vehicle here. Yeah, okay. There's something about like GameObject.name. Debug.log. What's the actual name of it though? But that's the name. The name is the same as the... Are they not the same? It's true. Oh, but I was pressing interact. I wasn't pressing S. Okay, sorry. Okay, stupid. Set self-interactable, add self-manager, instance dot pending assignments. Debug.log added. Oops. Added interactable. Name. I see here that this is happening as well. Yeah, it added the fucking vehicle. But that doesn't matter. Get player interactables. Okay, we'll just see here because it enter. Debug.log. Remove. Yeah, removed. Hello, the most awesome penguin. Hello, Kale, dear. Debug.log e. Okay, so the RPC, that's where the fucking bug happens. It's because I'm not printing the actual error. Oh my god, of course. It just fails silently. Well then is the issue then that the vehicle camera is not assigned, or? RPC enter and then any. Let's see here. Is player interactable? Interact. So interact gets called. It has been a long while, hasn't it? Interact. Here, and then there's some enumeration. All vehicles. So, I mean, that's the only enumeration I'm seeing. I'm doing well. I'm just solving an obscure bug here. See here, object reference not set to an instance object. Maybe there are vehicles with tags dot where the dot get component vehicle entity. That would explain why it would be null then, and then because the null reference was not necessarily pointing to the vehicle itself, it was pointing to another thing. So let's try this. Yeah, there was another tag, there was another vehicle tagged with, I know which vehicle it was too. The fucking jet ski. The fucking jet ski. Okay, well, we can just save that. And we're gonna, I think we did some changes here that we don't have to have. In fact, we can probably undo all the changes. I don't know. We'll just undo. This doesn't have to be components, so this can be interactable. So we don't store it by component. Yeah, I was I was fishing in the wrong waters, so to speak. I don't feel like a genius, but I also kind of feel like a genius. This was an act of my own doing. Let's see, are there any errors now, or? Yeah, no, okay. Okay. Well, then let's recompile this. I'll be lurking. Who is this? Penguin robber? I'm gonna have a piece of bread. Yo, do some donuts. I'll do some donuts as soon as I get back. I'm just gonna have some bread with cheese. I'll be right back in like a minute. Okay, back. Let's see. I had sandwich. Hello, Legionary. Gonna be test driving those cars. I want to do a loop around the highway. Sandwich was fine. Fine. I didn't toast it, so it wasn't like a culinary experience in that sense. Like, why are they driving so slow? And so laggy? I'll be taking this car. Hey. You were supposed to work. Oh, I never pasted back the name of the music. Hello, Tagumeyo. Tagumenyo. Just a second here. Enter vehicle RPC. There. Now it's gonna work. The name of the music is Music for Resilience on 19th Century Lute. Just this guy playing his lute. Found it this morning. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. I usually, you know, if I'm not streaming, I'll usually like listen to like random songs or random like playlists to see like what might work on stream, because again, I can't have like copyrighted shit. I did create this game, yeah. I can't do proper donuts, but I can do like drifting. Okay. Let's get up on this highway. Life is a highway. I'm gonna ride it all night long. Oh shit, I forgot to remove the terrain. Is it removed on this side? God! There's a little sliver of a hole. Maybe I can push on through. Wait. Oh. Almost. No. Not quite. Okay, we'll have to address this. Go back, remove that terrain, so we can drive through the tunnel. The other side was open? I don't think so, but we can check. Ah, shit, it was open. Yeah. Anyway, let's paint these holes. And then we'll do a proper drive around. Penguin style. Okay. Then it's over here. This looks fine, but then the issue was still over here. There was... And these tunnels are sticking into each other. But you know what? At this point, I just don't care. We'll let it be like this for now. As long as we can drive around, I'm happy. Okay. Let's give this a whirl, huh? Do a cruise around the island. But then, what I want to do, now that we have these roads, I can tell that fish. So they move with a combination of both, depending on their level of detail. So as they're closer, you'll actually have some actual force simulation. But then as they move further away, they'll just be forced position. But the actual player cars locally are 100% vehicle, like wheel simulations, right? Wheel colliders, which is built into Unity. And then there's mesh deformation, as well as joints, or like the breaking apart of the doors and the hoods and the windows cracking. What is AWD? All-wheel drive? because that's these cars are I don't know how I set these up, but there's a I have it so that I can set it for any number of wheels to drive the car. Right now I think they are all-wheel drive. I mean, I could just try to get stuck on something to test it, but yeah. We'll just cruise around the island a bit and see what's up first. I think I have it set to all-wheel drive for these ones at least. Oh, hello, cars. They probably would appreciate it, yeah. Like, don't these roads feel a bit small to you guys? Like the size of them? Are the lanes feel like they're appropriate, but I don't know. Like, how wide are the lanes in like GTA games? Yeah, literally the cop sees this guy in a robber outfit. And he's like, nah, it's not a problem, man. Get off the road, police. They seem fine. Yeah, I think so. I think they're fine. Roads usually have margins. That's probably why. That's probably why. I think you'd want to have the margins. So maybe I should make like road variants for the highway specifically because... I mean, for street roads, I guess it makes sense. But I mean, here the margins are... like, you know, bam, you're out, you know? I think it's the margins that are missing. Like, if we look at GTA San Andreas roads... Problem is, when you Google this shit, you just end up seeing, like, fucking mods and garbage. But yeah, I mean, you'll have, like, these margins here on the sides. Same there, you get these margins. It's like, I don't want to see... See, these are street roads, which end up being a bit more claustrophobic, right? Because you're, you know... in that sense, they're more similar to this. The median is missing? Are you talking about like the lines or what's the median? Why not a 3-lane road? Because the problem is that I think a 3-lane road will appear to be a bit too empty and ghost-like. There is most often a stretch of road between opposing lanes. Wait, between opposing lanes? What do you mean? Like this thing or? Median road. You're talking about this. Yeah. The grass. Yeah. Yeah, I think probably could add an emergency lane. Yeah, because you know, there's a difference between like. Well, that's the thing. It's like I might have to slow down the speed of the cars. Might have to slow down. I mean, it's just a testing level, but you know, I want to figure out before I start making a full-blown city in the other level, you know? I need to figure out what sort of parameters work well and what don't. Officer, you're under arrest. Put your flippers in the air. Wait, what happened to him? He just died in the air. Cop! Come down. Come down. No. Ah, yes. Penguin Springs, population 0. Taxi, taxi. Don't worry, I'll take you where you need to go. Just give me a hoot. Where do you need to go? Oh, back to Penguin Springs? You got it. Ah, yeah, my name is Penguin Robber. I just got back from vacation over at Aruba. Robber Island, they call it. Are you familiar with the Robber Files? Ah, never mind. Anyway, where do you need to go? You need to go to the Twin Towers? Don't worry, I'll take you there. Express. Ah, sorry. Ah, and here we are. We've arrived at Twin Towers. That'll be $150. The meme map is working. It's it's based on a screenshot I took, and the screenshot goes out of bounds when I leave the city. So it is working. Okay, well, things seems to be working pretty well. Oh shit, I didn't mean to punch you, madam. I wonder if... if anyone here will want to... Highway lanes are wider. It could be that highway lanes are wider, yeah. I mean, if you look at you know, you look at this and you look at the width of the lane relative to the car. I mean, in games, you have what, you know, the door problem, which is like you have to sometimes make things wider than they really are. But like, you know, you look at the width of the car here. A lane can be as wide as 4.6. But yeah, I mean, you look at that and you look at this. The margins are not... There's quite a difference. But we can actually afford ourselves to make wider lanes. Like, we can work with that. If what we do is scale up the road objects, we can have variable width lanes. So we could technically multiply these lanes by like 20%, make them 20% wider, and have that work. Because we just, because we're working with spline data, we can smoothly transition from one lane width to another. So like here, going from there to there, I mean, look at that fucking slope, dude. Like here to here, this connection here is a separate object, so this could transition over into city lane width, which would be smaller than. I can just try it out and we can see how it looks, like with the reference car, and I can show you guys what I mean. Hey, thanks for subscribing, Tagu. Have a good night, sleep tight, don't let those bed bugs bite, and I'll see you next stream. Hopefully. Don't go flaking on me. But yeah, I can show you here. So, I mean, you can modify the scale of this to be wider, which will change the width of other road objects as well. This is so inspiring. Hey, thank you. And if we plot down a car, honestly, might be a bit too big. I don't know. Does that look too big? I think it looks a bit too big. Or is it good? What do we think? Should we just leave it like that and test it? Looks fine to you? Let's leave it like that and test. Wait, I think I'm gonna move these this side like that. We can just about twice the car width. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. That's twice car width. Wait, sorry, I'm getting a phone call. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So let's do this for these highway roads. But still we have to like keep track of, I'm gonna do 1.2 of every single road object. And I'll just have to get this info across to that fish as well, that I recommend him to scale up. I don't know if my generated traffic data actually uses for how long? Yeah, I've been working on this since how long? I forget. Few months now. This game specifically. Is that a bump down? Yeah. It is insanely practical, dude. Yeah, I've been working on it since the 5th, but the thing is, I haven't, you know, I've been still working on Penguin Heist as well, so it's not full-time this game only. It's a bit of a mix and match. Okay, and that should be the highway on this side. And then we need to do the same for this one. But that, yeah, because this, I used to use a tool called Unity3D, which seems to be, you know, one of the more popular road generation assets for Unity. But I like very quickly noticed the limitations of it. Very, very quickly. The big issue is that it's very destructive. And many times the undo feature will bite you in the ass and undo even work that you've already saved for whatever reason. I think it's a very poorly coded asset. This asset has some quirks, as you notice, like, you know, occasionally you'll scale an object and the road will scale with it. Sometimes you just have to like grab it and move it around a bit. And in the case of this asset, you know, I've done some custom changes to it. Like, for example, there was one bug that was very weird, which had the builds like crash. It was a very strange bug, and that was like some error in the multi-threading code from the developer, but I fixed that. Wait 1 second. All right, okay. I'm doing something like this for Rails at the moment, but still in the figuring out. Yeah, this asset has the same thing for Rails. I don't know if you're working in Unity, but Microverse Railroad, same thing. But yeah, I mean, this asset gives you essentially what you need for making roads. You just need a way to modify terrain on the fly. You need a way to access the spline data from the roads. And you need an easy way to modify the sort of asset pipeline, or like get access to it. So in my case, you know, it's I want to access, like, to make custom road objects or custom like intersections or whatever. And in the case of like sidewalks, this doesn't have like built-in sidewalks. I mean, it does have built-in sidewalks, but they didn't work for my purpose. And so you want to have easy access to that. Yeah, see you later, Buran. Have a good one. So, I mean, essentially just having access to the spline data will allow you to generate any sort of traffic simulation you want, because you can just offset traffic paths for the roads. Super handy. Yeah, this is the Penguin game. Oh, you're working in Godot. Okay, yeah. Well, then you have to do this from scratch. But I mean, essentially, it's not a terribly difficult workflow to set up, except for maybe the terrain deformation could be tricky. But generating asset data from splines shouldn't necessarily. I don't know. I guess it depends on how mature the mesh pipeline in Godot is, but I guess people do say all the time that it's not fun to work in 3D in Godot, but I don't know how true that is, because I feel like many times people just talk out their ass and don't know the pros and cons of the engines they're talking about. So but it's not a terribly difficult problem to solve. The only reason that I enjoy this asset and didn't make it myself is primarily because it's built into this already banger of an asset, Microverse. But if that wasn't the case, then I would strongly consider making it myself. But yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess you need some competent terrain solution, especially a performant one, because I mean, it's trivial to draw terrain from a height map, right? Height map and splat map, but if we're talking about actually doing so performantly, like this asset, it optimizes and actually allows you to have this large scale terrain. Built-in Unity terrain runs like garbage, absolute garbage. It's better than it used to be since they added instanced rendering for terrains, but it's still very bad. Still very bad. But this asset does amazing work, and it's practically the gold standard for like terrain simulation in Unity. There's no other asset that does it like this. It's not necessarily the most photorealistic all the time, but it runs beautifully. Okay, let's give this a test drive and see how it feels now that we've scaled up the roads. Although, I have to check again to see if the navigational data 100%, like if you're, I'm talking about like if you're making something that's supposed to compete with these new Unreal Engine 5 games, you want hyper realism, you probably want something a bit more advanced than this, but in general I think this is more than fine for 99% of projects. I don't think, you know, indies shouldn't even be concerned with whether or not their friggin' terrain tool can deliver on extreme photorealism. Right, let's see here. I mean, I guess it's fine. They are going to be driving a bit, you know, I just need to make it so that the road data stores the scale of the road and then offsets based on that scale, because right now it's using a flat offset just based on the base road, which has a scale of 1. Like that's smack middle. So if I just multiply it by the scale of the road, we're gonna be good. But that's for later. And I mean, all these just automatically connect anyway, so that these I don't have to care about the roads. All right. Well, they should still be able to drive around. It's just gonna be a bit weird, close to the center. To be honest, I think GameDev has gone too far down the photorealism road. The focus should be somewhere else. Yeah, I mean, AAA, absolutely. I think it's absolutely pointless endeavor to pursue more and more photorealism. And I mean, you can see what it does to game performance as well. Games are running worse than they ever have. Like, sure, you're able to render insanely good-looking things, but they're running worse than they ever have. Every single Unreal Engine 5 game has been a travesty, except for the few that haven't, you know? But they're running like garbage. And I'm not saying that, you know, photorealism is pointless. I think in a game like Red Dead Redemption 2, I think absolutely that game should be photorealistic. I think for it to not be that would be horrific. Same goes for you know, GTA 6. Obviously those games should be looking amazing, but that's sort of the point. You can't achieve the level of detail they're going for. Shit, I want that car. Ah! I need to adjust the sort of slopes of these roads, man. This is a bit... Is this car wider? This car is wider, isn't it? Yeah. Ah. But yeah, I mean, this feels less claustrophobic for sure. But still, I think the peak speeds are a bit too... The acceleration of these cars is a bit too much. And the slopes are way too intense. I need to figure out how to a way to make these a bit smoother. Maybe just spend some time manually smoothing them out. Of course, there's a lot of intersecting with the tunnels now, too. Whoa! I mean, it's far less claustrophobic for sure, but yeah. Oh my god, that part is a death trap. Absolute death trap. Guardrails. I mean, I think the asset has built-in guardrails, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it turns redder the more curvature there is. That makes sense. I'm gonna see here if I add it here, guardrails here. Yeah. Okay. Built in. Yeah, I should probably have something like that. I don't know if... I doubt that's built in, but I could add like a debug tool for it. Should have had guardrails. Yeah, I think, you know, it's in the city it feels fine, but it's supposed to be claustrophobic, you know, it's like shit's going on. And generally I would assume you're walking, not necessarily always driving either, so general probably fine in here. You know what? I think we're probably good for today. I'm gonna see if maybe I do a bit more work later tonight. Unsure. Possible, but not definitive. I'm gonna try to smooth out these roads for tomorrow at least, and then I need to do some player testing with Penguin Heist. I think I need to play through all the heists and just like play test. I'll see also with the scaling of the roads and the... Yeah, for sure lower that peak speed because that's insanely fast. Oh shit, maybe I could even make the cops be aggressive when they leave the vehicle. That would be fun. That's an easy thing to do now that I've fixed the enemy AI in Penguin Heist. Because it was broken. But yeah, thank you all for tuning into today's stream. And I'll be back on time tomorrow. I was a bit late today. But I'll be back. And yeah, let's... oh shit. There's a bit more penguinized. Unity is bull. Unity is great. I love Unity. Anyway. Well, the bugs in Penguin Ice right now are sort of irrelevant. If you want to play test Josie use Godot, but you don't even know how to spell Godot. Okay. Okay. So there you can play test on the testing version. So right now there's a custom build up. So if you go like properties, betas, there's a testing branch. In the testing branch, the first heist works as well. I think it's just the first heist that works. If you can play test there, that would be relevant bugs. Otherwise, you can just play test like normal. There's going to be another update where all the other heists works as well. Actually, I think you can load into the other heists, but the navigation is going to be a bit off. I mean, you can play test. Just play on testing and play test and see if you find anything weird. Yeah, so just in the testing branch. You're smelling, yeah. But yeah, I'll just drop the Discord. If anyone wants to join the Discord or has Penguin Ice and wants to playtest or wants to join the Minecraft server, we have a Minecraft server. Just dropped that a few days ago. That's the IP for the Minecraft server. So yeah. And I'll see you all tomorrow. So you have a great rest of your day, guys. See you